Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Adriana if you're new here, and today let's talk about 2026 goals. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, I do everything under the sun. Vlogs, thrifting videos, videos about books, anything you can think of, throw it at me. I got you. Let's plan 2026 with me. Today's gonna be a sit down, talking with you vlog about 2026. 2025 was a rough year for me. I'm not gonna lie. I had surgery, as you all know, if you saw my first ever YouTube video, but it was hard for me in that and also, mind you, if I'm looking that way, I'm just thinking. 2025 was the year of reflection for me, and it was a year to finally figure out what I wanted on the inside, and I think I've achieved that. I think I've done that, and I've found my spark again, which is pretty awesome. So for 2026, I want to hold on to everything that I've learned over the course of 2025. So let's look at some goals for 2025. For 2026, really. In 2026, I want to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I think I can manage that. Let's hope. I want to be creative at least twice a month. That might be this, that might be literally drawing, that might be coloring, for all I know. But I think it's important for my mental health for me to do some sort of art you know what? We can make that bigger. We can make that bigger. I do this, 4 times a month. So let's do 4 times a month will be creative. What was really nice for me last year was we created a bingo board for 2025, which who knew the dumpster fire we were getting ourselves into, but I digress. Anyway, so we created the bingo board, and on that bingo board, I have completed every single thing on that board this year. And it feels good, I love checking off a list, clearly. I love being able to listen to myself, my previous self, if that makes any type of sense. Let me explain further. So I enjoy actually taking the time to think through what I'm doing, right? But you don't always have the time to do that. So if I can set aside 2 hours to think about everything that I want to do in 2026, give myself a little list and keep checking in and diverting to the list, I'll be set. I love doing something like that. And so it gives me some sort of real direction, and I think that's important. That's what we're doing here today, folks. Let's see. I've been really good about, ever since fully healing from my surgery, I've been really good about getting on the treadmill every single morning or after work or whatever. And I think that that's a big reason why my mental health is so much better than it used to be. So I think we should continue that of moving my body. I think that if you get onto a fitness journey just to lose weight, or you get on a fitness journey for the wrong reasons, at first you'll do great, but after that you'll slowly decline. And I'm not trying to decline. I'm trying to get my body looking right, but not for other people, but for myself. I can breathe better. I can chase after small children at the library. I can go on walks with my coworkers during our lunch break and not feel like I have to die, and that's important. So let's do working out 4 times a week. I think giving myself grace to miss some time, but also I want it to be realistic. I've seen a lot of videos about your reading goal for the year on Goodreads. And this is what I have to say as a librarian. Using Goodreads to organize yourself and to visualize everything that you've done is a great idea. Where it gets sticky for me is when people use it as I did better than you, or you use it as oh my God, I have to get this done. Dude, you can change your reading goal. Your reading goal will be, so mine, full transparency, mine this year was set to 75 books. Because of my surgery, I was out for 2 months. I was not trying to sit there and read while I was, relaxing and healing. I needed the bare minimum. I needed to not have to go find my headphones to listen to a book. I needed to not get up to go grab my book. I didn't want to ask other people where it was, because Lord knows where my things are. I was not gonna get my 75 books reading goal. But you can change that. So as soon as I got back to work and I got back into reading, I was like, you know what, 50 books. I can make it to 50 books. I was already at 48? I can do that. And it took the stress off of me. Hold on, I have to take a sip break, y'all. So one more thing I gotta tell you, and then we can get back to our goals, right? After our party on Saturday, which today, as I'm filming this, is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, y'all. I hope you are having the best time with friends and family. I hope you're excited and you're opening small gifts, because it's not Christmas yet, or you're having the feast of your lives. I really hope every single one of you is having a very, very Merry Christmas. After our party, our Christmas party on Saturday, my husband and I decided that we were going to open one gift each. We opened one gift each because we wanted to continue the magic of Christmas, and this was our way to do that. So he got, let me go grab it. My husband got this toiletry bag with his initials on it. Everybody in all the men in my family have one of these, and so I wanted to give him that, but this one is special because it has his initial on it. But me, he got me a Stanley. I drink out of these water cups like nobody's business, but I don't really care about brands. But he saw all the girlies on all the social media, and he knows my favorite color is green, and so he decided that he was going to get me a Stanley, which I love him for that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so hydrate, y'all. So one thing that I think I want to be mindful of this coming year is to lead with humility and empathy for others. And I think that's really important, especially with everything that we've been through, but you never know what other people are going through. The least I can do is keep my own personal bias off of somebody else. Or not bias necessarily, but the least I can do is keep my trauma of the things that have gone on in my life off of other people. But on the flip side of that, I'm also not taking other people's trauma and making it my own. I'm not self-diagnosing this year. I'm not claiming things that were not meant for me. And I think that's really important. So we're gonna write that down. Let me figure out how I'm gonna write that down though. For one, let's say not claiming things that aren't meant for me. AKA not carrying other people's trauma. Next one, leading with humility and empathy. Let's talk about that for a second. In 2026, I would like to see myself striving for my dreams. And I feel that I'm a natural born leader, especially at work. I take on a lot. And since being back, I've done a lot of that won't benefit me. So I'm not gonna take that on. That's not my problem. I'm not taking that on. And it has created so much clarity and space to do the things that I love and to not feel bogged down by expectations of others. We love it. But with that too comes, if I don't understand something or I don't know something or I don't have a solution for someone, being okay with saying that. As humans, we don't feel like we can say, I don't know. And as a caveat to that, as humans, I feel like it's important for us to say, I don't know. But in order to not come across as incompetent, we rush to say, but I can figure it out for you. And I think that that's great customer service, but that's not great outside of helping patrons or customers or, you know, the people coming in to use your services. Humility, understanding what are your limits. Like as a librarian, I mean, this has been my job for 5 years now, right? As a librarian, you get bogged down with stories of the people that are coming in. And one thing that I was never taught how to handle is how to not take that home with you. And it's really, really important for your own mental stability, but also for your work environment to hear that story, do what you can to help, and leave it there. I feel like this video has devolved into me giving you a little bit of background of my life, but I feel like you need context to understand where I've been, to understand where I'm going. One of the things that I promised in my YouTube description is that this is going to be a place for people to have empathy for one another, but also for us to figure out life together. So today in the comments, I don't need you to put your goals. I think your goals are something that you have to sometimes be quiet about. So I'm not gonna write every single thing, or I'm not going to share with you every single facet of my life so that way you can see all of my goals for 2026. But the ones that I think will really help you create your own, that's what I'm going to share. But in the comment section, what I want you to do is post the things that you did well this year, like your wins, bro. I'm sure, like, yes, this year was crazy, but every single one of you, all 16 of my beautiful subscribers, you all did something amazing this year. You did something for yourself. You did something for someone else. There were wins in 2025, even though it was a shit show. And I need you to acknowledge that and put it in the comments for me. Let's get back to it. In 2026, I'd like to go to bed early. I go to bed around 10 and I wake up around 6:45 and I'm tired, y'all. Like, YouTube is a full-time career. I already have a full-time career. Plus I'm a wife. Plus I gotta be a cleaner. Plus I gotta be an event planner. I gotta be a best friend. I gotta be a grandchild. I gotta be a daughter. Like, come on. Let's be real, okay? So, in 2026, I want grace for myself. I want grace for messing up, but still continuing. And I think I'm gonna write the thing about grace. I'm gonna put having grace for myself. That grace means a lot of things. That means resting when I need rest. That means listening to myself, listening to my intuition. Oh my gosh. The amount of situations I have avoided by listening to my gut, oh, it doesn't get better than that. So, having grace for myself. Going to bed early, I was gonna put on here also. I'm talking, as soon as I get sleepy on that couch, I'm getting ready for bed. I don't care what my cat has going on. I don't care what my husband's going on. I'm going to bed, okay? Like, I, at the very minimal least, deserve to have the sleep that my body is asking me for. 2025 was about what are the bare minimums that I can give myself. And 2026, bro, is about what are the things that are going to help me to never only have to give myself the bare minimum ever again. Let's just be real here. Water intake. I'm not putting this on here, but my water intake has gone through the roof since I started working out. And I think that has to continue in 2026. Water, hydration, crazy. The idea that we're still putting that on our list, also crazy, but it's happening. One thing that I didn't do when I started, when we started the video, was I was giving myself hard limits. So like, be creative 4 times a month. I think part of the having grace for myself is not giving myself those limits. I'm giving myself the grace of taking away those hard limits. I think be creative is important, period. Doesn't matter how much I do it. I don't have to put a limitation on it. I'm just doing it. 100 subscribers, we can continue that. Because like, in the grand scheme of things, that's something that as long as I continue to work hard, it should happen. So this might be the bare minimum. I don't know. I don't know what to expect of 2026, but I think we can achieve that. I think I'm gonna take out the move your body 4 times a week and just put move your body. I'm giving myself grace to do whatever that looks like. One of the things that I started doing in 2025 is eating breakfast. I've always been the type of person to skip breakfast for coffee and then have a big lunch and a big dinner, right? And one thing that I was noticing is after my workouts, I was famished. I was like, I'm starving, I need something. So instead of waiting until my body is like, please, for the love of God, put calories in me, I've started eating a non-dairy yogurt before I go and work out, and that has really helped. So, breakfast. Continuing, we're just gonna put breakfast every morning. That I'm gonna put the parameter around because how are we out here not feeding ourselves? Like, that makes no sense to me. I'ma just lay that out where it is. I'd like to learn how to cook new things once a month. I feel like that's kind of a big goal though. So maybe like once a quarter? I think we could handle that. What else do I want to do in 20? I would like to travel. I would like to travel at least twice in 2026. And I see that happening. I'll probably film it and then post it way after I get back. But I've been a lot of places. More than some of my family members. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Atlanta, not just the airport. I've been to Alabama. I've been to Florida for a conference. I've been to Philly. Where else have I been? I've been to Seattle, Washington. Fun lore. I went to both Forks and La Push because of Twilight with my mom and grandma, like when it really was not popular, like a couple of years ago. And it was one of the most fun things. I highly recommend going to places that you have some sort of connection to. In 2026, I turned 30, and all of, like, for years, I have been wanting a party that was a Death to My 20s themed birthday party, right? One thing that I'm not doing is turning my 30th birthday into being about somebody else. And I think that if I were to have a 30th birthday and, you know, something went wrong, or people didn't show up, or too many people showed up, or whatever the case may be, I'm not worrying about that on my 30th birthday. It's about me. It's about the fact that I got there. That's when we're gonna travel. 30th birthday, maybe around there. And I have a conference next year. Showing up for my friendships is my last one. And that one's really important to me because I know how impactful good friendships can be in my life. I'm lucky to have people that show up for me in a big way. My friend Bobby just drove 2.5 hours to come to my birthday party in May. She also drove, well, her boyfriend, but still, drove 2.5 hours just to come to my Christmas party. But showing up for my friendships looks like me not sticking to my ways. Me, like, being a little bit more flexible with what we're doing, where we're doing it, and fully showing up. Because last year, because I wasn't, well, let's just say it. Because I was depressed last year, I wasn't good at responding to people. And so I think it's really important that I am consistent with responding or letting my besties know how I'm doing, so that way they're not thinking that I'm just ghosting them, because that's not the type of friend we're keep bringing into 2026. We have 12 things here. I'm gonna read them very quickly. So get 100 subscribers and showing up for the community that I built. On YouTube, I am trying to build a community full of empathy and amazing people. And I think that starts with having empathy in here for myself, but also like responding to comments, showing up for people, not like physically, but like in the comment section, calling you guys out. Thank you so much to all 16 of you. Like, I know that's crazy. Like, it's even crazy that I have 16 people. Like, that's means so much to me that you show up every single week for me and have been showing up for me. Please. Anyway, I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna move my body, no matter what that looks like. I'm not claiming things that aren't meant for me, whether that be at work, whether that be with my family, whether that be with my friends, whether that be with Joe Schmo on the street, as my mom used to say. You feel me? So the things that are not meant for me and other people's baggage, I'm not taking that on with me. Leave it where it's at. Leading with humility and empathy. Having grace for myself. I'm going to bed early because we're tired out here, y'all. Maybe not in the summer. We'll see. But going to bed early. Going to bed when my body tells me I'm tired. I'm gonna increase my water intake. I'm going to eat breakfast every morning. Every morning. Plot twist, didn't do it today, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna cook something new once a quarter, and I'm gonna travel at least twice, and I'm gonna show up for my friendships. Thank you so much for watching the video today, guys. I know this one was a little bit different. I hope that you come back and watch my next video. I have some fun ideas coming for 2026. But also, leave a comment if you have some ideas that you want to see me do. Hopefully I see each and every one of you in the comment section, and I'll see you soon. Bye, besties! Okay, so, oh, I love my friends. Anyway, Catherine, if you were watching this, a hot cold combo better find you. That's all I got to say.